then you may be dead and you will be born animal with a horn on your head. Of course, most of us will not believe in things. We believe only in the present life. It's difficult for us to believe the continuity of the life and things like that. But I'll give you an example. Like, for example, in the day, if you fight with somebody, you shout and fight and kick and hit and very, very angry, then as a result of that fight, that anger, it is very likely that you will get nightmare tonight. In the day, if you had developed this very strong negative destructive emotion like anger, it's very likely that you will repeat the same thing in your dream when you are sleeping. So similarly, what you do in this life will have this effect in the coming future lives. So you can't escape experiencing the result of what you have done. The imprint or habit that is left, positive or negative, depending upon that, you will encounter the result. You will experience the result. You cannot escape it. You cannot cheat anybody. You cultivate a strong destructive emotion and harm somebody, and then you think that you will not have to experience the consequences if the police had not caught you. If you think like that, that is wrong. A habit is formed, imprint is left, so it's only a matter of time that you will have to experience the fruit. Maybe tomorrow, maybe after a few months, maybe after a few years, or maybe in the next life. So it is said the law of causality is infallible. We cannot cheat them, deceive them. That's the law of karma. So that's one level of thinking. Or another simpler level of thinking is we all know based on our own experience that if you develop positive emotions, you do get happier, or you do get more pleasant experiences. Others also enjoy your company, your friendship, you see. That we all know. So therefore it is important to clearly understand that all these teachings, they focus on primarily one thing: how to reduce and, if possible, remove the destructive negative emotions. If we do that, then we are good Buddhist, good practitioner. And even if you don't want to call yourself as a Buddhist, but still if you do this practice of reducing your negative emotions like anger, jealousy and so on, you are a good human being. You will experience peace and happiness in this life and future lives also. Contrarily, if all you do is just focusing on one's own personal gain and happiness and completely ignoring the needs and well-beings of others, whether you call yourself a Buddhist or not a Buddhist, you will have to experience the negative consequences. In the same text, I think, or maybe in Shantideva's Bodhicharyavatara, he gives an example. He says that look at the relationship between the employer and the employee. The employee who doesn't do the work properly, the employer who doesn't give the salary properly, both cheating each other, both will be unhappy. Both will encounter problems, you see. So therefore, everything that we see in this world, be it a tree, be it a human being, be it a flower, be it an animal, whatever it is, these things flourish when the needed causes and conditions are in harmony. They fall and decay and vanish if the necessary causes and conditions are not in harmony. So therefore, harmony of your own elements, harmony with other people, harmony with the environment, this is exactly in accordance with the law of nature. Conflict is against law of nature. Killing is against law of nature. Destruction is against law of nature. Harmony, even in the case of growth of a tree or a plant, when the moisture, the warmth, and the seed and everything is in harmony, then it grows, it flowers, it blossoms. When it's not harmony, or one of the important ingredient is lacking, it will fall, it will decay. So therefore all these teachings that is given by Buddha is for peace, for happiness, for harmony. Therefore understanding the importance of what is being taught here is very crucial, because most of us, despite wanting happiness, we do not know how to cultivate happiness, how to deal with these destructive emotions. So therefore knowledge is freedom, knowledge is liberation. So knowledge is very, very important in that sense. You cannot simply become good by thinking, okay, from tomorrow I'll become good. No. You need knowledge, especially the in-depth knowledge of the sources of suffering and in-depth knowledge of the counter forces that would eliminate the destructive emotions and the sufferings which are the offshoot of these negative emotions. So knowledge is power in that sense. Okay? So that's why we should consider ourselves lucky to be able to sacrifice some time to come here and sit together. I call it a sacrifice, you see, because mostly people, they have so many other things to do which they think is more important than sitting here like this, you see. So we are making some sacrifices, and we will all get benefit by studying such texts. Not because I'm a good teacher, but just simply sitting together and reading such precious text is a very, very, very important project in one's life. Because at the end of the day, when everything else fails, then the only thing that will protect you, help you, support you, sustain you, continue the friendship is the inner qualities, inner spiritual qualities, positive way of thinking. These inner spiritual qualities, the positive way of thinking, they will at the end of the day will prove to be the most important teacher, most important friend, most important guide. The other teacher, the human teacher, may be very good, it's a great source of inspiration, but they cannot be with you all the time. In times of happiness, in times of difficulty, in times of turbulence, you can't expect all your teachers surrounding you wherever you go. Similarly, your friends, relatives, they may be wonderful, they may be very compassionate and very loving, but you can't expect them accompanying you everywhere you go. Similarly, all other external material facilities, you may get some benefit from them, but you can't expect to have all these material facilities wherever you go. But one thing that will go with you, not only in this life, but for many lives, is your mind. So provided if you give proper training to the mind, form the positive habit, and get rid of the die-hard negative habits, then happiness will be there, peace will be there, tranquility will be there. So therefore these Buddhist teachings are targeted towards transforming your mind, regulating your emotions. Because it is this mind, it is this human emotions which are at the end of the day is your master. So therefore it is important to elect or choose a good master, which means positive emotions. Okay?